Este deseo no lo puedo negar. De mirar tus labios no puedo parar. Rehusando nuestro cuerpo, sudando como en el desierto. Sabemos que la gente está de más, pero si lo pides eso puede cambiar. En solo un momento, si tú quieres puedo estar adentro. Mami, que tú me encantas. A ti yo te rezo mi santa. Nadie habla como bailar. Ninguna en la disco te alcanza. No, 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 que tú me encantas. A ti yo te rezo mi santa. Nadie habla como bailar. Ninguna en la disco te alcanza.
Touch my body feel like ecstasy. No other person, only you I see. My daily dose of the vitamin C. Not only you I need. Love for the bed every time that it goes down. I feel the love, I don't need no closure. You feeling down, baby, come let me hold ya. Would you come let me hold ya? Love for the bed every time that it goes down. I feel the love, I don't need no closure. You feeling down, baby, come let me hold ya. Would you come let me hold ya?
Tú me encantas, a ti yo te rezo mi santa. Nadie habla como bailar, ninguna en la disco te alcanza. No, 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 que tú me encantas, a ti yo te rezo mi santa. Nadie habla como bailar, ninguna en la disco te alcanza. No, no, castígala, dale lo que pide. Estamos en la zona que nada se prohíbe. Dale duro pa' que nunca se olvide. Castígala, castígala. Sola no te dejaré. Es la primera vez que la vi. Me enamoré cuando con ella bailé. Desde hace rato se quería pegar. Puse de espalda contra la pared. Y si yo vamos a ver qué le haré. Tú quieres mami. Se le abren los ojos. La miro y se relambe. El pinta labios rojo. Esa cintura suelta. Baby, si yo te cojo. Te subo a la ansiedad. Tú dime y te recojo. Vamos a negarme.
Yo, we're gonna get started here in like 1 minute. Let me know if you guys can see me, hear everything. We're gonna get started soon. What's good, what's good? Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're live, we're live, we're live. I have a gold trade active right now, running in profit. Just hit take profit number 2. Some of you guys might be in this trade. Yeah, gold moving a bit right now. Haven't took a lot of trades this week. I'll literally show you guys the trades that I took this week here on the stream. Hope everyone's doing well this morning though. Gold came down to 4,500 as we anticipated. We anticipated this. If you're able to watch the stream I did London session, we were live a little bit before London session last night, and I talked about some things on that session. We just came down to 4,500 this morning. As you can see, one of the levels I was talking about last night, Yesterday, 4,500 level. Maybe we can come there, retest it, get some reactions off of it. We just got some scalping reactions off of it. Nothing crazy. Some small reactions sort of happening. You see we wicked down not that long ago, and then we recovered. So after the wick down happened, after it went underneath 4,500 and it made that wick down, I was like, all right, I think we got to trade here now for that 4,500 level once it made the wick down. So whole numbers, like it's not always about buying or selling immediately when the market hits them. 4,500 market came down even last night, guys. I talked about this last night, how we might get a break and retest. I haven't talked about this, how it could break down a bit more, do one more retest to continue to make that move down to 4,500 last night. So yeah, we came to 4,500. This is just whatever this is. This is what we drew last night. This is the stuff we drew last night. We talked about 4,500 last night. I said, like, I'm gonna wait for it, watch 4,500, but I'm not gonna take a trade right when the market gets to that price. Like, honestly, could have and would have already hit TPs if I did. I could have just done it how I usually do it a lot of times, or most of the time. Like, I could have just bought right when it hit 4,500, but I didn't. Sent the signal out after it went underneath $4,500. So we did get like that green candle. You can see that has a long wick on it. Not that long ago, that wicked underneath on the 9 o'clock candle. So the 9 a.m. candle. Market was kind of consolidating coming into New York. It wicked down, spiked up, and then came back above 4,500. So that's when I was like, all right, I like the buys now for 4,500. Let's see if it holds. Let's see if it can retest 4,500. That's how I got in this entry here. You can see this entry active. I didn't even get this entry's in at like 4,503 as well. I could have got a better entry. So we can see how before New York session the market was consolidating here, right? We had some accumulation going on, and we got that thrust underneath 4,500. We created that low underneath 4,500, right? And boom, that was like that wick down that I was explaining on the 1 hour. You had that wick down candle on the 1 hour. This made a high, so we're coming back to test. We came back to test that low right there. So you can see a potential, like, you have accumulation here. Market's consolidating. It breaks down. It ends up creating that wick down movement, right? It ends up creating that wick down, which ends up recovering. Right back above 4,500. So I mean, for the moment, it's a good scalping trade, good intraday trade. Like, this doesn't have to be a swing trade. It will be better to see structure go up sooner than later, and that could be the trade, or it could try to go take out the high, right? Coming into New York session, right? London bearish, New York reversal, New York bullish. All right, so that's that signal. That's why I sent that signal. You can see I haven't taken a lot of trades this week. I took a loss up here. Was looking for buys at the beginning of the week. Took a loss, so I didn't trade for a bit. Didn't trade. Yesterday I took a sell. It almost hit full take profit. I ended up getting out at 44.74. I ended up getting out at 44.74. Was selling around 4,500. Same price. Notice the same price I was selling at yesterday, I'm using today for a buy. So I'll show you the trades I got here. For example, let's go last week. We got last week here. It'll show some of last week's trades. Now, this isn't all this week. This is including last week. So like I've said, I've taken some L's. L's happen. You're gonna lose trades, right? Shit's gonna happen. I'm at least coming on here showing you guys those L's. There's times I have winning streaks. Like 3 weeks ago, I won 6 trades. Like between 2-3 weeks ago, I won 6 trades in a row. Right? Between like 2-3 weeks ago, I won 6 trades in a row. Right? 6 in a row. Between like 2-3 weeks ago, there was some good little streak I went on. You're gonna take L's. I show the L's. You can see the $4,300 one. That was when I was looking for the buys, and the buys didn't hit. So what did I do? I chilled, took a day off, kind of like 2 days off, waited for the next setup, made all those L's back and a little bit more. Made 2 L's back and a little bit more on one trade. $9,843 profit. So was able to make the 2 L's I took back and a bit more, enough to put in profit as well on one trade. You can see there. Not the prettiest, not the sexiest trading history. This is to show you everything you see online. The best strategy that wins 100% of the time. Depending on how much you're trading, right? Like if you're trading every day, you're going to lose trades. Like if you're day trading every day, you have to expect some trades aren't going to hit. So it's not even about trading every day. This is not the sexiest screenshot, right? You see screenshots online of trading histories. This isn't all blue, all this, all perfect entry, you know. It's not a highlight reel. Most of what you see online is a highlight reel. Okay? Look how many trades I lost, for example, and look at the wins. So I'll go over that trade. That was from yesterday. I'll go over that in a minute. The $9,000 trade there, $9,800. That was yesterday's sells. Yesterday caught some sells here with that setup. So there was a sell yesterday. You can even see it here and here. So $4,500 yesterday. I sent this sell out. Using $4,500 again today, you can see how there was a slight reaction. Yesterday it was gold sells at $4,500. This was the trade. Same one you see here. Right here, you can actually see, again, if you look, took an L over there, took some L's, said, okay, I'm going to chill, wait for the next setup. Next setup came for me right here. You can see right around that $4,500 region. $4,500 is right here, the blue line. This is $4,500 right here. So you can see yesterday, London was full bullish. We had a strong retracement. It was a retracement continuation yesterday. But you got a bit of a reversal, that retracement coming into early New York session yesterday on gold. There was a good sell, a good move. Went down almost 400 pips. My full take profit, like I was selling at 4,500 yesterday. Stop loss was above the highs. Around here, like above the previous highs. All right. The stop loss went here, above the highs. Was using the whole number, again, $4,500 level. It almost hit, this trade was up 330 pips at one point. It almost hit full take profit. And that was the move yesterday that I caught on gold that made a pretty big day. That makes like a good month realistically, like decent adds to it. You can see where the account's at now because of that trade. So it was down a bit. It was like at 92, 93. That trade brought it right back above 400K. That one trade yesterday. As you can see, it's not wins. There's more losses than actual wins here. You can literally see one of the wins makes up for most of it, in a sense of, okay, it's not perfect trading. It's not, the account's not up 20K, 30K because of this, whatever. It's the account's up. One trade was taken properly. That one trade was taken properly. And because that trade was taken properly, there was a setup there. Just following the strategy. Just all these trades are the same approach. Just following the strategy, right? So yeah, gold. Yesterday was a solid trade. The sells here. You can see the arrows. I put the arrows on. I usually don't keep those on because they kind of annoy me when they're on the chart. These blue and red arrows where you execute. So I just put them on for now to show you guys from yesterday's trade. So if I zoom out, like there's a buy. I took that, lost. Last week I took a sell there. I would have took that live in front of you guys. I took some buys and sells, different things on this account. Not a whole lot of action. It's not like I'm taking trades. Like if you look, literally last trade I took, like look at this account. Some of you guys might be trading all the time, every moment of the day, maybe over trading, right? Like I took a trade here and I haven't worried about taking a trade since, okay, I saw this confirmation. You don't always have to take a trade every moment of the day. Learn to spread your time out, stay patient, stay disciplined as well. Wait for good setups, they will come. So yeah, sells here using the whole number. And yeah, like market was still technically in a bearish structure, but at a point where it could start shifting, like, okay, 4,500's right here. So the market was technically like still in a bearish structure here. Like, okay, you have this high, but now it's at a point where it's like dropped a lot. It's made waves. Like waves have happened. Waves have happened. Lower lows have been created. Waves have occurred. So it's at a point where, okay, yeah, the structure could continue bearish here because you're looking at market structure. You have this high, you have the low, lower low, you have the low here, you have the higher high here. But there's some interesting stuff that happened on the 30-minute in here that kind of shows the market could have shifted. What a shift would look like is if it broke above this high, that would be a shift. All right, that would be the market shifting if it broke above here. So technically, it's in a bearish structure still, but it's at a spot where the market could shift. Especially because on the 30-minute, there's interesting stuff that happened in here and here even to kind of show you that a little bit ahead of time that, okay, I was pretty cautious taking this trade because I knew, like, okay, this is at that point where it's either going to literally shift up to go for continuations, or again, it could bring that reversal back down because it's still technically in like a bearish structure here. So potentially it could drop down, back down to the low, right? Maybe all the way back down to the low. And you could see price was steady climbing up. Like we were climbing up pretty steady yesterday before New York session. Again, breaking down a trade. I called this out a signal. Again, everybody always wants trades from me, but I'm literally breaking down a trade right here. The $9,800 trade, right? Right there, which was sells from yesterday, which again, I took on multiple accounts. You can see here, this account was floating $1.22 thousand. I closed for just under 15K. So on this account, I closed just under $15,000. It was up 22 at one point. It went down to like 67. I didn't close out. It started to pull back, and I got out. Same thing happened kind of with this trade too. This trade was up more. This trade was up like $13,000. Closed out at 9,800. This trade could have made more at the price, but it's all good. Execution was there, right? So these are some big trades, guys. Okay, I'm breaking down some trades that I took yesterday. I called these trades out for you guys as well. If you're inside the Inner Circle community, I called out the sell yesterday. Okay. Today, called out a buy. Buy already reacted, hit TP2, but yesterday's sells right here. You can, again, show you one more time. All right, 4,500 level. Market gave pretty good reaction there. You can literally see. Banger. And then it reversed right back up. And again, it's kind of touching, retesting that area, flipping right now. Could hold the low. If it doesn't, then wait for the next setup. But yeah, yesterday you can see coming into New York, this is literally coming into New York, market started to reject that $4,500 level. You can see on the 1 hour, if you were watching price at that time, you would have noticed like, okay, it looks like it might be rejecting here. There was a solid rejection candle right there on the 1 hour, right at that $4,500 level. You might have been able to notice that yesterday, right? If you were watching gold at that time, you might have been able to notice, okay, there's a rejection candle here. I could possibly take a sell, stop loss above the high, right? Target the low, try to target the low. And boom, this was a good trade that played out and then ended up reversing. So for that moment, there was something there. You could see market gave a good move, came down, shifted up, went above 4,500. And this is what I was saying yesterday. I was saying, okay, now we want, like, if you're looking for buys, I was saying wait for it to come back to 4,500. Yesterday I was saying we're probably going to get a drop back down to 4,500. Yesterday I was saying you'll probably see a drop back down to the $4,500 level. So now like needs to retrace that, and there was like a bearish trend created there. So I mean, for the short term, like 4,500 could potentially hold for the short term. If it doesn't, it's just like waiting for the next trade setup. If you don't hold this level, maybe in the next hour to two. It just had some scalping reactions off of it. Like you could see, it was in profit a bit there. We hit take profit 2, went a little bit above take profit 2. 4,500 gave a perfect reaction. So our entry is here at 4,500. It did give us a good scalping reaction so far. And that's the thing about these trades. Like when you're day trading, like, yeah, we could target up here. These trades can give you perfect like we got a perfect reaction so far off of 4,500. Hit take profit already, one of them. And like this level doesn't have to be a swing level. It might not be a swing level like that. That might be the only reaction it gives. If it doesn't really react in the next hour to two, that reaction might be as big as we get. We'd have to expect this maybe to give us a reaction in the next hour or two, but solid entry reaction again. Broke it down already. Like I said, you see that accumulation here. We sweep down. So again, like I didn't take the trade. I didn't send the signal. The time I sent the signal was when we got back above 4,500 at 10:06. Not that long ago. Less than an hour ago. So 4,500, when it came back above, right, when it started to sweep back above, that sounds like, all right, we got a signal, and it started pulling back. Hit our entry. Entry is in profit at the moment. So yeah, it's Thursday morning. Let's see, like, I mean, so far it reacted. We want, like, this is the low that market created. It did shift out. So potentially the low could still hold, and we could try to go swing back up. This low would need to hold though. The low would need to hold. I'm going to hold my trade. It's not a big trade at the moment. I'm going to hold it for maybe an hour or two, see if the 30-minute rejects or if we flip. So far, the low is still holding. It doesn't look bad, but yeah, that's today's trade. 1 hour wick down. Like, you don't have to rush right when the market hits a zone. I mean, you have to be prepared because look, it went down a bit and then it reclaimed. So when markets come to like support levels or resistance levels, I talk about this a lot. It's good to be prepared that you could wick underneath it or go underneath it. It's not always about just taking the trade rate when the market hits. But yeah, so far 4,500 holding a bit. Maybe some scalping momentum there. We do have like this low to the left, this area to the left that gold is trading into. You can see how we wicked into that. Yeah, like we need to get like a flip here. It's trying to. Like there is confirmation on like even smaller time frames. Right? It is in profit like 100 pips or so at the moment ish. Like from the entry point at 4,500, 80, 90 pips. That structure that formed here, because again there's consolidation here, accumulation, market drives down, creates a low, from there creates a high. So we got low, higher high. If this creates a higher low, then if this is the higher low getting created, then it's gonna go up like that, more likely. Does that make sense? Type in the chat if that makes sense. Type in the chat if that makes sense. All right, just saying in the chat. But yeah, gold's in profit. If you're in the trade and you want to scalp it, it could be a good scalping trade. It's up to you. That's why the reason I'll put multiple take profits like this is like, these would obviously be more of like a swing, maybe a day trade. Whereas the first take profits would be like scalping. You know, if you just want a level that's likely to get hit and you want to get out, scalping levels that are likely to get hit. But these levels take more time in the sense of style. More like day trading. Let's see if it holds. It needs more time to get to those levels. It is in profit. The 5 minute, like that low that I mentioned, would need to hold. Again, it did make a nice pattern around there because we went under the low. We swept 4,500 and then bam, went right back above it quickly. So if this holds, if this low holds, then it could turn into a bigger trade, right? And that's just like what you got to understand with trading. It's if this or that. Like if this low holds, price could go up. If it doesn't, it's waiting for the next setup, waiting until we see another confirmation like this or a setup or the trade that I broke down literally from yesterday. Right, I broke down a pretty solid trade from yesterday morning. Sells in New York. Talked about every reason why I was taking it. I think even seeing it a little bit before the whole number, right? There was a trade there. Oh, if it holds, a 15 minute. Yeah, like the 15 minute would need to close bullish, I think. 15 minute closes bullish. That could be like a good structure sign with the low holding. Because, yeah, there is a clear like 5 minute shift there. And look, what time was this? 6 in the morning. Yeah, if you look at like these hours, like up, down, literally like a rectangle pattern. And then, boom, drives down, lower low. And from that lower low, makes a higher high. So interesting price behavior there. Because like, imagine if you were buying here, you know, like looking for the buy in this consolidation where it was sideways. Market ran down, so that could be accumulation, manipulation, you know, that type of setup, maybe even forming. That's what I see. That's why I jumped on today. That's why I sent a signal. If you're inside the inner circle, that's why I sent that signal, because it did look like we had something setting up here today with that $4,500 level. Interesting enough, though, it shows you something really interesting. Price and time, like yesterday, 4,500 sells. Today, 4,500 buys. Interesting enough, right? Both levels working so far too. Like yesterday it worked for sells. If I want to just scalp this, call it a day, up like $400, I could call it that. I have some trades on MetaTrader as well. Yeah, like if I wanted to call it a day, could. You know, if I wanted to call it a day, could call it a little pip and dip. But I want to see if this holds for a bit. 15 minutes about to close, so it's like, okay, that 15 minute, if it closes bullish, next 15 minute could go up. Alright, let me know if everything makes sense, yo. R doesn't matter when you trade structure. Yeah, to me, RR, like, talk RR, bro. You could trade 1 to 2 R, like you could trade between a 1 to 1. I'm telling you, you could trade between a 1 to 1 to 1 to 2 risk to reward and be a consistent trader. When we're talking about profitability, we're talking about consistency. What is consistent for you? I bet for a lot of you, trading at a 1 to 1 would be more consistent than trying to go for 1 to 5, 1 to 10. I guarantee. Like, risk to reward, that it's not about that for me. It's about the execution, the trade setup. Because I just take trades naturally. Like I'm not always thinking about risk to reward like that. Oh, I need a 1 to 5. No, stop loss goes, like someone said in the chat, I put my stop loss based on structure. I put my stop loss based on structure, how you should trade. That's like when I learned to trade in 2015, 2016, 2017, right? There was a way I learned from people 20 years older than me, right? Like people way older than me that were trading already for 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, right? So I took their lessons very, very seriously. And I applied those types of lessons of stop loss should go with structure. How we learned in our beginning days was stop loss should go here with structure. So yeah, like I use structure with stop loss. Like look at yesterday's trade. Look at yesterday's trade. All right. And there's different ways I can break this down. Like 4,500 sells. My stop loss went above the highs to the left. That might seem like a lot of pips. That's not what it's about. All right. I'm still going to catch the move. Right. My stop loss went above the high. That might be like a lot of pips. Like, oh my gosh, you're putting your stop loss up. My stop loss went in a location it should go. Right. If you want to use a smaller stop loss, get ready to close your trades earlier and re-enter. Okay? Like, there's different ways you could go about this. If you're worried about risk to reward and you want to use smaller stop losses, get ready to re-enter positions. Like, you have to build an experience around that because you're trading a volatile asset. 50 pips is not a lot using the whole number. So you have to react even after it starts going down. If you're going to use a smaller stop loss, you have to catch the move as it's going too, like as it's breaking down, right? Because if you sell here, what if you sell at the whole number and you just get stopped out, didn't wait for the rejection candlestick, you didn't get any rejection candlestick. Stop. Even selling here, stop loss should go right here, right? You would have caught the move, right? Use a small account. That's what, like, I'll use small accounts where I'll go full risk. I'll risk $1,000, $2,000 full port, right? On an account to double or triple or multiply that account, 5x even that account, right? Depends on my account size too, as well. But like, it's for me, it's structure. Like, even if you're selling here, where are you gonna put your stop loss? 50 pips. You're going to get stopped out, so you have to be prepared to close trades earlier. Use a small risk with that size of stop loss so you can re-enter if the trade setup's still there. Because, like, stop loss location, like, if you're getting stopped out, you might be using too small of a stop loss or entering too early, using too small. Because like even if you were 4,500 for instance, 4,500, if you're selling yesterday at that, you're probably, like, most trades you take probably will go in some drawdown, right? 30 pips, 40 pips, 50 pips, right? At some point, like a lot of trades you enter aren't just gonna go immediately into profit all the time. So like realistically, look here, the high. Where should a stop loss go if you're selling here, that above that high, around that high? You wouldn't have got stopped out if you placed it there, right? above the high. So like, I don't want to go too small. So I get stuck. If I go too small, then it's like I'm going to have to be prepared for potentially a re-entry. It's like, I care about risk to reward so much, then I would plan like that, in a sense of I'll cut my trades at smaller losses, use smaller risk, smaller losses, smaller stop loss size, cut the trades a bit earlier, because gold's pretty volatile. Like right now, 100 pips isn't $10. Doesn't, not to me, at least with the way gold's moving, not so much. It's like, I'd rather, like if I'm buying at 4,500, I'm putting my stop loss, you know, underneath or around structure, right? Which is like, to me, the recent structure is this low, because that's where 45, if it goes there, 45 is invalidated, and there's like probably another setup at a different time to wait for. Make sure you guys are here in a couple days, yo. Literally in 5 days. Well, 4 days. 4 days, 4 days, 4 days. Make sure you guys are here, tapped in. Make sure you guys are tuning in. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Everyone trades. Guys, you got to understand, there's no one book on how to trade. Your risk is going to be your risk, and how you define your risk. Like, I teach you guys how I put my stop loss. It's the simplest stop loss procedure. Using a recent low, using a recent high. There's no secret about it. There's no craziness to it. It's a one structure thing. I use recent highs or recent lows to place my stop loss. That's it. Like, if I was selling here or here, I would have been putting, like, if I was taking a sell up here, I would have been looking at structure behind me, right? Like, wherever I'm taking a trade, there has to be a clear structure I can use to place my stop loss that's evident, like, in the sense of where I'm taking the trade. Like, if I'm taking a sell here, I'm still going to be looking, like, behind me, like, where's there a high, where's there a structure, right? It's the simplest way to place a stop loss. It's what you got to understand about trading, guys, is like, your risk is your risk too. Like, not every trader is going to be 100% the same in the sense of how they manage their emotions and manage their risk, right? So that's why I teach different things. I teach account flips. I teach this. I teach different styles, different approaches, different mindsets, philosophies on it. Because not every trader is going to be the same in terms of risk, right? So 4,500 either holds or doesn't. Like I said, that's why I want to jump on today. It might not hold from the looks of it. Candles flipping bearish. Might just be one of those trades where, for the time being, it was a good reaction, and that might be all the market gives. And we got to wait for another setup, maybe tonight or tomorrow. That's trading. When you're day trading, you got to be prepared for trades like this that you're going to have to maybe close out early. Like, I'm probably going to close this trade right now. Yeah, I'm going to close this and maybe wait for like a re-entry and see if it still holds. Like, I don't hold all my trades till stop loss. That's one thing. Like, look what I just did. I just closed that trade out. It was in profit. I closed it out, right? And my stop loss, remember, would have been down here, right? So you might see me take an L there and be like, oh my God, you took an L. Oh my God, Evan took an L. It's not an L to me. It's just like, okay, like, I'm cutting the trade early because it's not really hitting right now, right? It's literally what my student explained yesterday. The only difference is he's talking about $10 L's, $20 L's, this, $4. He says, if you guys listen to what we did on the boot camp yesterday and the days before, he was saying, if I see my trades at minus $4, minus $5, minus $6, I'll just close them. I won't let them go to my stop loss. And then I'll watch. It's literally what I teach. What I show this stuff, because if my stop loss would be down here, if the trade's not really working right now, I'm not going to hold a whole stop loss. I'm going to wait. Maybe re-enter. Maybe look for a different position, right? See if it recovers this area. I hit one of the take profits, but that might just be the trade it is for the time being, the morning. Like it might have just had that reaction off of 4,500 and it might not be like fully ready yet for buys. And that's why trading does take real patience. Like a lot of you guys see me day trading, scalping. The only reason I got into like the day trading, scalping signals things was for you guys because people wanted more trades. We want more trades. We want more signals. We need more. No, you guys don't always need more trades, more signals. That's not what this community was built around. Was like this community was not built around me making money for people every day. This community was not built on people waiting for me to send a signal. This community didn't start with signals. This community started with purely education and information and knowledge and just giving people time. Signals wasn't even really a thing when I started this. I was just doing analysis, some chart markups, right? But everybody got into the habit of me sending trades, we need more trades, we need more trades, wanting more, right? So what did I did? I would give more trades and people would still want more trades, right? So that's not what this community was built on, guys. This community was not built on you guys, me making everyone money every day. It was built on teach a man how to fish, right? Give a man a fish, you'll feed him for a day, an hour, a session, a week, a month, a couple months. This was built on learn how to apply yourself, right? Most of you guys fucking forgot that, okay? I want you to understand that. Most of you guys fucking forgot that. What this was built on. It wasn't built on because everyone sees people making money with me. It happens when we're consistent, right? Everybody wants more trades, right? So what did I do? I'd always do that, right? I gave more trades. I changed my style for you guys, right? I usually take 2 to 3 trades a week, maybe 2 a week on average. When we started this community, I was maybe sending 2 trades a week, right? When we started all this, I was sending you guys 2 trades a week. And everybody was happy with that. Those 2-3 trades were consistent. Okay, if a loss came, the next trade would maybe come a couple days later. But then everybody wanted more trades, more. We need 2 a day. We need 1 a day. So I said, all right, be prepared for that. I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. It's not going to be pretty. You're going to take losses. Everybody wanted more trades. 2, everybody wanted to follow like the complete style, scalping, day trading, so this community, guys, wasn't built on me, my job being let me send people trades every day because I got to make the money. That's not what this community was built on. If you think it is, you're in the wrong place, okay? You're in the wrong place if you think that's what it is built on. Simple as that. Not everyone needs to be here, realistically, because you're not going to make it if you have that mindset. Most people don't. Most people in this community don't have this mindset. That's why there's the results there is, right? Remember that as we go into the next phase, guys, because the next phase, the first phase, a lot of you people forgot, right? A lot of people forgot. My bank account. Fucking stupid ass gym trainer, bro. My bank account closed because my fucking gym trainer. Fuck that guy. Bro, tell me how my gym trainer scammed me, bro. Tell me how someone you haven't seen in 2 months fucking charges your card without authorization randomly. Just a bunch of charges. $300, $400, $250, $200, $150, $50, $50, $40, $40, $50. Just that one, like, who does that? What kind of company and business does that? And guy's not even answering me. My bank account fucking shut down. That's why, yeah, literally, I gotta go to the bank after this, open up a new bank account, get a new credit card, get a new debit card. Fucking idiot. Guy won't even answer his calls either. What a clown. Like, guy's being a goof. Who does that? Fucking cheesed today. I gotta open a new fucking bank account today. I got a new debit card, everything. Holy. Because this guy, the fraud department, fucking closed my bank account because suspicious activity. See, I jumped back in. I already made my L back. See, I had to switch. I got out because I was like, all right, this thing might be a little fishy. Don't worry. When you see me take an L, I do that. Might be a little fishy, but it is what it is. I can add to this position. I can buff it up too. Oh, it's a good thing I got back in. See that? Like when you see me close a trade like that, like I'm showing you guys real raw shit here. It might look bad. Because I'm like, oh, okay, might be able to get a better entry or just recalibrate the position, right? Interesting market we're seeing this morning. So the next phase, remember that, guys, because the next phase is going to be all about helping people level up again one more time, right? The next phase is coming May 25th, May 26th, May 27th, right? The first phase leveled up, like traders came into my program and in days experienced breakthroughs. Like some of you guys forgot, you joined the inner circle and in your first week, your first days, you were like, wow, what have I been doing wrong? Literally, like that is something valuable. If you could join something and you sign up and you watch a couple videos and you're like, shit, I've been doing something wrong, my perspective's changed, that's valuable right there, right? Most courses don't have that. Even joining in the first week and you're like, damn, yo, I realized what I've been doing wrong this whole time, that type of shit, right? So all you guys understand, this community wasn't built off of me. Like people didn't get results, as much results as they did waiting for me to send a signal. They showed up to the sessions, they watched the videos, they applied themselves, they took the information. That's how people got these crazy results too. Wasn't just waiting for me to send a signal, because when I'm hot, I'm hot. When I'm not, I'm not. It's the truth, right? So you guys might have some of you guys might have months where your trades are hitting differently than me. Right? So that's why the application is here. Like the students getting the best results are the one that really locked in too and applied themselves. So I want you guys to understand that my signals are always going to be there, but the inner circle didn't grow how much it did because of my signals, right? It didn't grow because of that, because of my signals. It grew because of the information, the time that I put into the students, and the amount of information, experience they learned in that time that I put in. It didn't get to as big as it got. I'll be honest, a good amount of people have joined the inner circle in the last month, right? And there's a good amount of members. There's almost 800 members now. A good amount of people have joined. It's amazing to see. It's great to see. But if we keep doing the way we've been doing, the quality goes down. If everybody wants me to send signals every day and waiting for me to if everybody's messaging me every day, wanting charts, wanting signals all the time every day, the quality will drop. So everyone's focused on signals all the time. Guys, there's gonna be signals every week. That's not the point of this. My point is to help you guys level up as traders, right? And the next phase is going to help, especially with the tools coming. The tools, the new features, the new services, like the new tools coming, and how you're going to be able to access them. We're going to be pouring some value into other things: education, information, structure, foundation, tools. Because signals are always going to be there, guys. But how we started was literally like, I would send you guys 2 to 3 signals a week on average and charts, not 2 a day. People got used to me sending 1 to 2 a day, that they wanted more. It's like, if 1 a day wasn't enough, then it's like, yo, we got to chill, because 1 a day can be too much for a lot of people. I've said this before. I was like, guys, I could send 1 to 2 trades a day, but that's going to be a lot of trades, right? So I'm going to be more conservative these months, going into June, going into July, going into August. I'm going to be conservative with my trades. If I don't send 2 trades a day, breathe, calm down. If I don't send even 1 a day, if I'm chilling, breathe, calm down. It's not the end of the world. That's why this program's lifetime access, because there's always going to be trades. There's going to be some months where there's 1 trade a day. There's going to be some months where there's 2 trades a week. All right? That's just trading. I can't guarantee every month's going to be 1 trade every single day, 2 trades every single day. That's where the new tools are going to help, right? Because if you guys want that, you guys got to understand, for me to send 1 to 2 trades a day, I get no sleep, 0 sleep. So it's a different job, right? It's a different job. I get 0 sleep. And that's where the value goes down, right? How much videos I'm able to make, the routine that I was doing before, the live streams. If I'm staying up, Tokyo session, London session, New York session, looking for trades every day, the value can drop. So I'm going to do things the way I've always done it when we started in the new phase. The new phase is starting, and I'm going to start it how we started the first phase. All right? Slow and steady wins the race in trading. I've been doing this for 11 years, so I know how to develop consistency. All right? The new phase is loading. Make sure you're a part of it. Even if you're not going to join the inner circle, or you're not in the inner circle, make sure you show up May 25th, May 26th, May 27th, because you're going to leave with value either way. Those calls that I do, you're going to learn something. You're going to be able to take away something from those calls, all right? But guys, after May 27th, I'm not going to be streaming here on YouTube that much. Just want you guys to know this. After May 27th, I'm not going to be doing all these YouTube streams. I'm going to be streaming inside the Inner Circle website mainly. That's where my everyday streams are going to be broadcasted. Inside the Inner Circle website, we have our own streaming feature now implemented inside the website. So these streams, when I said not everyone's going to be a part of this and that, people are like, oh, well, he teaches for free. The reason I've been teaching for free the last 2 months on YouTube hard is just to give everybody a little chance to lock in and learn, right? Because in a few days, the website's coming out. I've been streaming a lot here, and people hit me up like, oh, no, he's just going to stream on YouTube. See, no, guys, like, you're not going to see me doing these streams that much on YouTube anymore, right? We're not going to be posting as much videos on YouTube. Because we're gonna be posting more on the Inner Circle website and stuff like that. So make sure you guys lock in. Like there's enough videos on my YouTube probably to learn how to trade. If you watch every single video on my YouTube, there's literally like enough videos there to learn how to trade. If you watch the live streams, there's enough there. People, like, I've tried to just be fair for everyone that tunes in, because I know there's some people who are broke and have just different situations financially, can't afford that price. But I think with even all these live streams I've done on YouTube, there's like enough to learn how to trade there too. So like, just let you guys know that come on here consistently. You're not going to really see me here on YouTube as much anymore, because I'm going to be putting my time into here, starting that new phase. So May 25th, May 26th, May 27th. So yeah, there's people who hit me up like, sir, like I'll get messages like, sir, your program is too much for me, like, please teach me. And it's like, honestly, there's enough resources on YouTube. I think with the live streams I've done, honestly, with the videos I've posted on YouTube, there's like a good amount there for people who are in that situation. So yeah, that's that. There's literally enough. Like, these are there's hours and hours and hours and hours of videos here. I think like literally like a lot of info there. Same with the live streams. There's literally like if you look at the last 2 months, for example, yeah, like there's a lot of information on these videos. You look at the last 2 months, like there's a good amount of info on these videos. There's hours and hours and hours there, right? So I mean, next phase, I'm just a warning, because I don't want to get messages like, I don't want to feel bad when I'm just letting you guys know, because I'm not gonna feel bad about it, because I feel bad sometimes when people hit me up like, bro, and I'm like, listen, if you message me and you're like, why aren't you streaming on YouTube anymore? You know why now. Like, if you're hearing it here, right? And you'll hear more on May 25th, May 26th, May 27th. If I get like sad face emojis, like, sir, why aren't you streaming? Where are you? We don't see you on YouTube. Or those, you know, we're going into the next phase. So all you guys understand, like June, July, August, up until about September, we're going to be doing a lot of work in here, right? Starting May 25th, May 26th, May 27th. So YouTube, I'm sorry for YouTube gang. If YouTube gang, I'm sorry. You're going to miss out on a lot. Like, if you're not locked in June, July, and August with us, you're missing out on years of experience. Even though it's 3 months, it might be, oh yeah, it's just 3 months. I'll join next year. No, like that 3 months that we're about to start this, you're going to miss out on years of experience. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, hype. Yo, dude, this coin is hyping right now. $62? I knew it. I knew this thing was going to be a good one. Damn. 60. Damn, hyper liquid. What the flip? Trust me, guys. Like, you're like there's stuff. I'm not even. Never mind. That's locker room talk. I'll say it in the inner circle. There's some good moves coming. There's some good plays coming. In June, July, August. If you have inner circle access. I already talked about one of them. But yo, hype. We've been talking about hype, guys, since January and February. It's doing better than Bitcoin. It's the next It's doing better than Bitcoin. It's the next Solana. It's like, so it's gonna overtake Solana. Look at it. This coin doing really good. Hype is hyping right now. Damn. $61 still talk. Yo, imagine this thing takes over Solana. Nah. You're talking bum 120 to $180 per coin if it takes over Solana. You're talking about $120 to $180 per coin if you take out Solana with this one. You know? Let's say it overtakes Solana in the next near future. You're talking about $120 to $180 per coin there. And right now, I mean, buyout might have a different supply metric with that. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, you're talking $120 to $180 per coin if we take out Solana. I'm not even trying to be hype right now. I've been talking about this coin for a while. Like, it's not just, I'm not just talking about it right now because it's $62, all right? For anybody who's new here. Damn, yo. On the week, what are we up on the week on this coin? 45%, like 46% in the last 24 hours, 20%, 4.3% in the hour. I think there's ETF news for it. There's ETF institutional news around it. There's some fundamentals for this right now. Oh yeah, if you overtake Solana, this goes to top 7. You're talking $120 to like $180 per coin in that range. That's a big play coming. It's because Bitcoin, when you look at Bitcoin, guys, I talked about this last night. Bitcoin's been down. Interesting. We went over some stuff on the last stream. Soul is crap. There you go. Hyperliquid might be the new Soul. Might be the new like Soul. Interesting. Look how it's bro, crazy. Damn. It was just in the 40s. Now we're in the 60s. I remember talking about it was at 22, 24, 28, 32. Crazy, it's double. I remember before this guy went to Italy for a bit. It was in the I remember it was at $32 or $38. I told this guy, and now it's at $62. Crazy. Soul is crap. I have a good amount of Soul. I don't think it's like crap, but is Hyperliquid better? That's like maybe the argument. Hyperliquid might be like taking over Soul. Imagine if Hyperliquid got to like number 7 right now, you'd literally be at over $120. You'd be at literally like $160, $180 per coin if it was at Soul's market cap. It's catching up to Soul in price too. Soul's 86. This is 62. Even price, like obviously that's over $20 difference, but Hyperliquid hasn't been around as long as Soul. On the dips, if you get any dips between August and September on this coin, look for entries. If you get any dips back to like high 40s, the 50s, high 40s, like if you get any good price dips, because it's obviously high right now. So this will be a premium price, but who knows where this thing goes to. This will be a premium price to buy at, right? I've been buying this coin since December, January. I actually made $50,000 yesterday because of this coin. I closed $50,000 profit yesterday because of this coin. Holding a really big position on this coin, it could be a big trade. Like if I have a big position on Hype that if it performs in the next year, it will be a really big trade. It could be multiple 7 figures. It could be. I put my left nut on it, basically. I told you guys when I put my left nut sack on it, alright? I did tell you guys. I even posted something in Telegram. And I think people think I'm capping when I say these things. It's funny. I did say even back in like January, February, when markets were down, like I'm putting my left nut on this one. With real reasoning behind it too. You know, not just putting my nuts down because I have money. Nah, like I talk about real reason. Gold's still holding. We got like head and shoulder. 4,500 is again still holding on that 45 for gold. We're gonna wrap it up right now, guys. Got to get going. Yeah, we have like a head and shoulders too as well, kind of forming on gold. Like left, possible left shoulder here formation. Do the bulls come in? Dollar's a little bit strong right now. Oil's up. When oil goes up, it's like gold's kind of bearish. Dollar's strong. Dollar's high. It could reject. If the 4-hour flips on gold, because like you look at gold on 4-hour, it is in a good low to like bounce, flip. Yo, I even said on the stream yesterday we could come to 4,500 and get a bounce or a bigger move. Like it's a key level to watch. Around that 4,500, a key area, because like you could get a bounce. I even said this on the stream yesterday. Someone said Soul's crap. I'll take that into consideration. I have a good amount of Solana. Maybe I should convert to Hyperliquid. Well, oh, that would have been the fucking play, yo. When Soul was like 80, 90, converting to Hyperliquid. Oh my gosh, right there. Yeah, I should have like put like 500 Soul or 1,000 Soul. Oh, if I could put like even a couple hundred Soul, because like the price right now, you got Soul is 86, you got 61. this is probably gonna perform like a Solana. Like Solana went to like $300, right? So this is gonna be like probably that type of price in the near future. I think one of those. Yo, that was a gem. I did tell you guys that was a gem back in like December, January, February. It's a gem. But y'all, see everybody next stream. Remember I said May 25th, May 26th, May 27th, guys. All right, we're rolling that out very, very soon. This shit's gonna be fire. Gonna be working on it all day today. So I'll be streaming later if I see something new to go over, another setup. Because we talked about enough on here, on stream, right? $4,500 level. Maybe it holds if that level can hold. Nothing else to really go over. We'll talk about more on the next stream. Yeah, 4,500 still holding. Gonna be live later. Gonna be working on the website all day today. We're rolling it out. A couple days later. Well, 5 days, 4 days. 25, 26, 27. Make sure you guys are on those calls. You don't miss them. Gonna be going over the details. Gonna be breaking down the full website on some of those calls. All the details on how we're moving forward, the structure of everything, and the foundation. And I'm also gonna be teaching some strategy, showing some trade breakdowns, trade recaps on some of the trades I've taken, and teaching the foundation of the strategy. But I'll see you guys on the next session. What's gold doing? I'm looking at gold right now. I'm looking at hype. I'm looking at like the web. I'm looking at 3 things. I'm looking at the chat. So I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at gold. I'm looking at like 3 things right now. I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at gold price. I'm looking at the website. Looking at Hyperliquid. This thing's pumping like crazy. Holy. Yeah, like I the news, there was instant like ETF news. I think like this thing is, whoa. It's the next Solana, yo. It's gonna overtake Solana. It's gonna overtake Solana, yo. It's not. This is a premium price. Wait for the next crash. Like if you're like this is, I wouldn't be like, yo guys, you gotta buy here. I'm already a holder. Like I've been buying for a bit now. Like the next crash, like the next like dump it does, like you gotta wait, or even like retracement if it does something like this. Like see what Zcash did. It did like a huge rally and then it came down. So I think like you need like drops like this, faster drops, big corrections, prices, cheaper prices, like because yeah, like it's a good coin. You gotta just understand where you're buying here after a rally. I'm not just talking about this coin because it's up here, right? I've been talking about it for the last months. So it's like you gotta understand where you're buying. There's obviously what you're buying, but like yo, like this thing just broke all-time highs. I think it's the only crypto like doing that right now. Trust, if it overtakes Solana, it'll be at $120 to $180. Yeah, literally, just based on this, yeah. Everyone convert your Solana to imagine that might be what's happening too, because Solana's been staying steady. Maybe like because they're very similar. Fuck, yo, crazy. This is Toronto, Ontario. It was 20 and some change when I said this. Did I tell people about this? I've been talking about Hyperliquid. I've been talking about it since December, January, February. I've been talking about it. I talk about so much stuff. You guys see, I go over so much value for you guys. There's so much info I go over. Man, trust. One man can only go over so much at one time. You know? I've been talking about Hyperliquid. Heck, before Leo left, it was at $38, and I told him, and now it's at 62. Yeah, it's at 62. When you left, it was at 38. Crazy. It might be overtaking Solana. Yeah, I've been talking about this. There was a post I did in the Telegram, too. Literally a post I did in the Telegram saying I'm starting to buy this coin, and this coin back in January. In the public Telegram, I took a screenshot. I showed you guys my holdings, and I'll do it again. I'll do another call. I'll log into like Bybit. I gotta put the VPN on for that one though. I can't do it right now. It'll crash the stream. I'll show you guys. Like I've been holding this. I showed you guys back in January. Been talking about this coin. Nothing new here. Someone asked in the chat. The view. This is Toronto. The view. That's Toronto. That's the CN Tower right there. So that's called the CN Tower. Thank you. Yeah, that's why I got this condo because the view it has. That's Toronto, Canada, downtown Toronto. I got this condo because the view. Yeah, this is Toronto. My thing is, someone thought it might be like Seattle or something. I look like that or different city. Yeah, no, it's Toronto. Inner Circle changed my trading, and I've been there for 2 weeks. Exactly. Like, I got a message. So, literally got a message the other day from someone saying I joined 2 days ago, and in 2 days my perspective has changed. Yeah, someone joined the Inner Circle, been trading. I've been there for 2 weeks now. Inner Circle, 2 weeks. There's people who've been like 2 weeks. We got someone in the chat again right here who joined 2 weeks ago, Andre. And perspectives change. The new perspective, guys, for those of you guys that are locked in, like Andre here, you're about to get like you just started, for example, like Andre just started. And he's literally about to get a whole new like foundation. He's still probably not even done all the videos, right? So whole new orientation is coming, whole new structure. Like I said, May 25th, May 26th, May 27th. I keep saying it, guys, because you guys don't see when I talk about hype, people don't hear me, man. See, man, I gotta keep saying things. I gotta repeat things more and more. Because hype, man. I've been talking about hype, man. Hope you guys didn't miss the hype train. I know some of you did. I know Leo did. He's looking at me like, yo, you've heard me talk about it. Leo's been here, so he's heard me say it on streams too. Leo's been here for some months too. You miss every shot you don't take. Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I remember a shot that he did last year.
Hey man, those happen. They happen. You gotta stay persistent. And then bam, you make it all back in one trade. All right, but I'm out, guys. I'll see you guys. Peace. Fire stream. Gold still chilling. I went over gold, ran it down, still in profit. I didn't even have to close that entry. Fumbled there, but it's okay. Leverage. We got leverage here. We got a lot of calls to do. Make sure you guys are tapped in, because we're just getting started again. Just how last year, around April, May last year, we really started rolling things out. Boom. 1 year later, we're rolling out again.